Alright guys, today we're going to be going over some juggling drills you can practice at home to improve your balance, coordination, and overall ball control with your weak foot. So we all have a dominant and non-dominant foot. If I'm juggling on my right side here, my dominant leg, this is relatively easy for me, right? If I do the same on my left, you can tell it's a little more awkward, a little unsteady versus my dominant leg. Why is that? It's because the muscles, the ligaments, and my ankles, my hips, my calves that I use when I'm planting my dominant leg and balancing on that leg in order to control the ball with my left foot, my weak foot, are less developed than the ones on my non-dominant, usually planted foot, my left foot. So what these exercises are aiming to do is to isolate that planted foot, that dominant foot as the planted foot, and then we'll work on our weak foot ball control. So we're improving two things in all these exercises: improving our control with our weak foot, as well as improving our overall balance and coordination by isolating that dominant foot as the planted foot and increasing that strength in that foot and that ability to hold us up while we perform on our weak leg. All right, I don't know why that had to turn on right now, but in some of these exercises, by the way, I'm gonna be working inside this little circle, so that's the perimeter. Keeping it, you have to, I have to control the ball. I can't be running all over the place. That's the tight quarter we're gonna work in. And I may be using my dominant foot for a few touches in any of these exercises, but it's pretty much just as a setup touch. And primarily, all the touches will be coming from the weak foot.
We're going to start out relatively simple here. Drill number 1, 2 touches with the left foot, followed by 1 touch with the right foot. Keep it going in that rhythm. Drill number 2 is going to be 3 touches with the left foot, followed by 1 touch with the right foot. When you're first starting out, you should aim to at least get 10 in a row of all these sequences, but if you get in a rhythm, just keep going, get as many as you can to truly test that touch with your weak foot and to improve that balance. Alright, we're challenging ourselves a bit more with this third drill. Think of it as a 1, 2, 3. First touch with the left, second touch with the right foot, third touch with the left again, but we're popping it up about head height, and then you continue the sequence again. So control it with that left, pop it to the right, pop it up, head height with the left, and continue in that sequence as shown here. For the fourth drill, we're going to get 2 touches on the left foot, pop it up to the left thigh, and that third touch is with the left thigh, and then continue the sequence. Here, the most important thing is to remain flat-footed on that dominant leg, that right leg for me in this case. I'm really testing my balance here. So I can pivot, but I don't want to hop in between touches. Really test that balance. Okay, drill number 5, we're really putting our ball control with our weak foot to the test here. Can I put the ball where I want it? So just a simple touch with the left, straight to my right thigh, and then that's the sequence. Left foot to right thigh, back and forth. Find your rhythm and control that ball. Put it where you want it to be. Okay, a slight variation to the last one. Now we're just going left foot to left thigh. I kept this part in. You're going to see in a few seconds that I get a little out of control, but that happens. Just stick with it and try to keep it in that confined space. Alright, this next one, I'm just picking the ball up with my left foot and getting small touches, all while remaining balanced on my dominant leg, that right leg, trying to improve my stability, my coordination, my power, my strength on that dominant leg, and improving my ball control with my weaker leg, my left foot. Midway through, I'm going to switch to a little hop in between, so both you get while stagnant on that dominant leg and while adding a little hop to the movement. Alright, this next one's a little bit tricky, especially for those of us with really tight hips. But 2 touches with the laces of the left, followed by an inside touch with the right foot, an inside touch with the left foot, and then begin the sequence again. This next one's a little simpler variation to the last one. 2 touches with the laces of the left, followed by an inside touch with the right foot, and there's your sequence. Get in a rhythm, control that ball, improve that balance. Next drill up is a slight variation to the last one. 2 touches with the laces of the left, followed by a touch with the outside of the right foot. For some reason, this next one's one of my favorite. It's got a Maradona-esque feel to it. It's 2 touches with the laces of the left, pop that ball up to the right thigh, get a right thigh touch, a left thigh touch, and then begin the sequence again. Alright, this next one's a bit more difficult, but it's truly putting your ball control with that weak foot to the test. Can we place the ball once more where we want it? So 2 touches with the laces of the left. On that second touch, you're popping it up to chest height, getting a touch with the chest, and then repeating the sequence. For this next one, we're pyramiding up to 5 and pyramiding down from 5 to 1. Start on the left, 1 touch on the left, 1 touch on the right, 2 touch on the left, 1 touch on the right, 3 touch on the left, 1 touch on the right, 4 on the left, 1 on the right, 5 on the left, 1 on the right, and then pyramid down from 5 to 1. Here we're just doing the exact opposite, pyramiding down followed by a pyramid up from 5 to 1 to 1 to 5. Alright, for the second to last one, we're pyramiding up to 10. So a touch on the left, a touch on the right, 2 touches on the left, a touch on the right, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, all the way up with that sequence to 10. Of course, we saved the best, the most difficult one for last. This is a 5-touch sequence. 2 touches with the laces of the left, a 3rd touch with the right foot, the 4th touch with the left foot. We're popping it up to head height, and we're getting a touch with our head, and then controlling the ball once more with that same sequence. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the left, popping it up to the head, controlling it with that head, and continue in that fashion.